going on, everybody? This is your girl, Jazzy B. And right here, right now, I am very excited. Not just because I got my flowers, honey, and my little state and my yellow carpet. I'm here because I got the best yellow I've ever witnessed in my life here. I'm talking about Yellopain, honey. In the building, you guys, this guy is blowing up, okay? Y'all remember Martin? Boom! That type of blow up, okay? So we're about to talk to him right here, right now. Get your life, because he's about to give us ours. Are you ready for this vibe?
Definitely ready.
Oh my God! First of all, Johnny Bravo. Let's talk, because one of your videos on YouTube, I loved it. You were literally a black Johnny Bravo. Now I'm a 90s baby, and I get my life, okay, with Cartoon Network and Johnny Bravo. So what was the vision behind it, and what actually made you really dye your hair yellow?
Okay, so yellow, like, first off, we gotta get to my name, because my name is Yellopain.
Yes.
And yellow is a happy color, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The pain, obviously, if you could associate it with a color, it'd be like red or purple, something dark. So pretty much, I've been through a lot, and my music, I feel like it's a happy representation of my pain, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I wanted to just really paint that picture so when people look at me, they can feel like a happiness, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, so that's the reason for yellow, like the whole name and the hair, you feel me?
I love that.
Yeah, appreciate it. So, alright, you asked about Johnny Bravo.
Yes.
Now, Johnny Bravo, that was more so just nostalgic for real. So when I first dyed my hair yellow, like one of my ad-libs is really similar to Johnny Bravo's.
Yes.
His you know, his little catchphrase, his little ha.
Yes, yes.
So my ad-libs sound pretty similar to Johnny Bravo. So what a lot of people told me, like, you remind me of Johnny Bravo, and then I already had the yellow hair. So
and then your body low key, like on the one when you remix Roll Town, I kind of really seen your body more because you had the overalls. I say he is a little young black Johnny Bravo out here. I love it.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So first, let me comment on something. I got to look at my camera because I know y'all looking back at me. First of all, let me just explain something to you. I live for a good reason as to why you have the name that you have. A lot of people can't explain their nicknames. A lot of people can't explain their rap names. But it fits you, and the description of it is on point. Have you seen his YouTube? Have you seen his YouTube? Have you seen his YouTube? Your YouTube is crazy. Your YouTube is so crazy. So the first thing I actually watched was the one where it basically asked at the end, kind of favoritism to children. Now, is that your personal life, or is that someone close to you where you kind of just made the story based off of them?
Yeah, okay, so that's not my personal life, and I don't really want to say who specifically,
Most definitely.
you know, but people real close to me now. Let me explain a little bit of, you know, the inspiration behind it.
Yes.
Because my personal life, like, you know, my mom, I grew up in a house with 11 plus, almost 13 kids in one house.
Wow.
And my mom, she really go over, above and beyond to make sure everybody feel equal. You know what I mean?
Sure,
and that's difficult to do when you got kids ranging from, you know, young to an adult. So to see that type of love consistently, and then you got somebody who might have a mom with maybe 1 or 2 kids, and you know what I'm saying, and they don't show that same love across the board. You know, people grow up and they have that resentment. So I wanted to make that song to go to parents, because it's like I couldn't understand how a parent can have a favorite child, because I was showed so much love equally to so
everybody
many other
seen,
people. Yeah, so I got real emotional about that, so I wanted to share that.
It definitely made me very emotional because that was a lot of my experience growing up. To a certain degree, I had a brother and I had a sister, and you know, children were different. Each one is different. So how my grandmother may have spoke to my brother and he got it, she felt like she had to speak to me in a different manner. So growing up, I always felt like the black sheep, you know what I mean? So the song, I mean, it just really made a lot of sense. Now, of course, growing up, I understand certain things, that I have a child of my own and so forth. But that was a really, really, really deep song, and the visual behind it. The reason why I went so hard asking y'all, have y'all seen his YouTube, was because the creativity of it all is out of this world. So talk to me about that, and like, what, like, how old were you, first of all, when you discovered, like, yo, like, I am very creative, I see things differently, because you definitely have a true gift. So talk to me about that.
Thank you, I appreciate it. And as far as creativity, like, I want to give myself credit, you know what I mean? But I really genuinely think, like, I believe in God, you know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
And I give God all the credit, and the reason why is because okay, like when I first started rapping, just like everybody else, it was for the reasons everybody rap for. But you know, as I got older, I've been rapping since I was 7 years old. So as I got older, maybe around 12 and 13, it became therapy. You know what I mean? So everything I write, you know what I mean, it really just comes from emotion. So the creativity is a mixture of, you know, me being over emotional and God. I gotta give everything to God.
Well, first of all, he's on the right show because we love G.O.D. here. Okay, we down with G.O.D. over here. So I am here for that. Okay, so some of your songs, I mean, you talked about the emotional part of it, because that's what I was going to say. When you listen to your songs, you can literally hear the emotions in your voice. So that's how I can tell where you are when you're doing things, because you can have something where you almost give me Eminem sort of like passion behind it, so to speak. And then sometimes you can give me a old nasty bouncing it. You know what I mean? I wish I could imitate you, but I don't want to embarrass myself, but I will. Okay, I like when you do a certain type. I like how you change it up. Like, I love it. So, okay. So, real quick, because I do want you to talk to a few people directly in the camera. First of all, for anybody who's been through similar things that you've been through in your life, I want you to talk about 2 key things that you feel like you overcame and how people at home right now can do exactly what you've done.
Okay. One thing that I definitely overcame, I think, is just feeling inadequate and feeling like
come on, words. I'm sorry, I'm gonna mess you up, but come on now.
And feeling left out, you know what I'm saying? Because I think when we grow up, especially going to public schools and growing up in, you know, neighborhoods that glorify certain things that's not, you know, really necessities, and you understand that as you get older. But when we're younger, we really feel like we need certain things, whether it's nicer clothes, shoes. We need, as men, we feel like we need a lot of girls, or as girls, we feel like, they feel like, you know, they might need a certain amount of attention from people. And when you don't get it, and when you feel left out, you know what I mean, like that can really take you down a dark path. But a lot of people, especially younger, they don't understand how much life and how many years they got ahead of them. So I just really want to tell anybody that's feeling left out or feeling like, you know, inadequate in any sense, like, you just really got to keep living, and you got to fight through anything that's pulling you back. And, you know what I'm saying, over time, you overcome it. I really feel like that.
This guy's amazing. Like, you are amazing. Like, you like run for president amazing. You go, like, you got the right answers. I mean, you look right in the camera. I think you even gave the camera a wink, if I'm not mistaken. Go ahead now. I am here for it. Like, I really, really like you. And some of the things you were saying that actually reminded me of one of my second favorite videos, where it started off where it was a news reporter, and it was a mom who was basically saying, like, you know, it should have been my child. You know, he's a good kid. And then you went into the whole story. He's a storyteller, y'all. And I love stories, okay? I am here for the stories. And so, can you talk to me a little bit about that particular video? I can't think of the name of it. I'm sorry, but I know you know the name of it. He kind of reminded me of the guy who played the role, okay? So I gotta talk about it. Come on, shout out to Stacks, okay? So talk to me about that, because that was deep, and it goes not just for a young white guy, you know what I mean, but for young black guys who really feel like, you know, some black guys who have a great life, come from 2-parent homes, got everything they ever wanted, or anything they want to ask for, if they still choose a street life. And that song is for you guys, so make sure you watch that. But tell me your thought process on that.
Thank you. The song she's referring to is called Influence. And I'm really glad you said that, because in the video I had a young white guy growing up next to a young black guy, and a lot of people felt like, you know, all white people don't come from good lives. I promise y'all that was not specifically for any gender. It just so happened to be that race of an actor.
Most definitely.
But yes, I grew up with a lot of people, you know what I mean, chasing. I really think that's why I said rap music, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like rap music is a strong influence, because we grow up in low income neighborhoods, and we really feel like, you know, a lot of the stuff that rappers talk about and glorify, that's what we have to do. And it's kind of sad, because even the girls, like, they're influenced so strongly that those are the type of men that they gravitate towards. So as a young man coming up, if you see all the girls like one type of guy, why would you be anything else? You know what I mean? And we drive ourselves to impress other people around us, and we do everything we can to fit in and to feel accepted. But I know a lot of people that went down terrible paths because of acceptance, trying so hard to be accepted by other people that won't be there when you know what I'm saying, when something goes down.
They don't know what heaven or hell to put you in. They didn't call you. Nothing. You know what I mean? But we give these people who don't matter so much power sometimes, and that's what I really love about the things that you speak, the things that you show, because I'm a visual type of girl. So like I said, I cannot express to you how impressed I am with how you put things together. I really feel like your videos are so dope that you should be the reason why we bring back these MTV video countdowns. Like, I really do feel that way because of how dope I don't feel like people put a lot of thought really into it. Like, they try to put out a dope video, but yours is something totally different. I mean, totally different. So, where are you actually from?
I'm from Dayton, Ohio.
Okay, now what they do in Ohio? Talk to us about Ohio. Okay. I've never been.
Man, now I can't speak for the whole Ohio, but Dayton, it's a small town, and there's really not much there. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one of the reasons why I go so hard, really, to give my city a voice. You know what I mean? And I make sure everybody know where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? From Dayton, Ohio, because like it's really a bad city. You know what I'm saying? But and nobody's even proud to be from there. You know what I mean? And I want people to have a reason to be proud. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have no famous rappers from where we from. We don't have no famous celebrities, no actors, no presidents. You know what I mean? So I just really want to be that voice for my city. Like, you know, sometimes, like, in the inner city, we don't even have like a Walmart. Like, you got to go out of the city to get to a Walmart. So, you know, it's not a lot of options in Dayton, Ohio.
That's so you really, wow. Well, I think that you're doing it. Ohio, is he doing it? Ohio, is he doing it? Dang, I am here for that. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm really excited, and I'm really hyped as usual, okay? But what I want to know is, what's some things that we can look forward to? Can we see you in any acting, any movies, any sitcoms, any reality TV? What can we look forward to from you? Any books? Because I feel like you could just sell a journal or a diary of yours and it would literally go crazy.
I appreciate it. I do everything, you know, one step at a time. Like, right now, I'm primarily focused on music. But, I mean, I can see myself acting or writing a book or anything else.
I can see it. I can totally see it. Especially, like, because you could cornrow that thing down, honey. Let somebody slap a wig on you. You can be anybody you want to be. Okay? So you can really change your personalities. And for the record, up close and personal, that joint is real swaggy. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, when you can really see the fade in the hole, it's like, I should have my hair yellow, okay? That's all I'm saying. I really like it. I am here. Now, do you dance?
No.
Because your calf muscles look like you can do a mean two-step. Like, has anybody ever told you that? Like, you got two-step calves. Like, I'm here for it. Like, you don't do no dancing, because you look like one of the people that be doing all of that jumping up and down and all that stuff. What is it called? Jerking and skateboarding and stuff. You look like you can get down to get down.
Nah, I mean, when I was younger, you know what I'm saying, like kids, you know what I'm saying, you try to dance and stuff. But I've been a dancer now like that. Bro.
So I kind of like it. So can you see yourself going into directing? Because are you actually doing the creative content behind your actual videos and different things?
Yeah, I shoot my own music videos.
Say it again, because somebody at home was hating and they didn't even realize what you just said. Can you tell them what you just said one time?
I said I shoot my own music videos.
Come on, I shoot my own. Yes.
And a lot of times when I get inspired, like, the video is in my mind before I even have a word on the paper.
Wow, yeah. So is that how you pretty much end up really being able to create? You see the visual and then you kind of take it, okay.
Yeah, like, I mean, most of the stuff is real life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not that hard to imitate real life, you know what I mean?
Most definitely. All right, so let's talk about some people that you already work with and some people that you actually want to work with. If you can name me 2 artists that's out right here, right now, or they could be dead and go home to the Lord, okay? But 2 people that you will want to work with that you haven't, or 2 people that you actually dreamed of working with.
Okay. I haven't done a whole lot of collaborations, so, you know, I can't really speak on too many people that I have worked with, but like people that I dream of working with, I say Meek Mill. That's number one. That's my biggest like influence, like the most, you know, when he it speaks straight directly to my heart.
Yes.
And then I like other genres too, so Taylor Swift would be my second one.
OMG. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You might go ahead and start putting the visual together now and working on that, because you know sometimes people watch us before we even realize that, you know what I mean? So don't think for a second that people don't got their eyes on you, because when Kels hit me up, Kels said, listen, he's next. Okay, and you know what that means when somebody say you're next, okay? You know what that means. So I mean, it's very exciting. So okay, real quick, if you had to be remembered by one thing and one thing only, what do you want to leave behind?
If I could be remembered by one thing and one thing only, you know, that's a serious question right there, because you know we got so much in our life that we want to be remembered for.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the reason why I'm saying is to give you some time to have a chance just to think is, I mean, you really give me the vibe where, and we have an audience in here today, so a very small audience, but the reality of it is that, y'all, am I tripping when I say that this guy is on a level where he's one of the people that we're going to have to protect? He's one of those people, because sometimes when you're wise beyond your years, sometimes when you want to put out great things, sometimes when you want to do good for the people, it's a little scary up there. You get what I'm saying? And, you know, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. He's another person who was putting out good things, doing great things, and you're still at somewhat the beginning. So I can only imagine if you're doing what you're doing now. Can you imagine, dog? Can y'all imagine in a year? Can you imagine by the end of 2020? So I just want to know.
Honestly, to be really honest, like, the whole world is important to me. You get what I'm saying? The whole world is important to me. But really where I come from, like, we don't have no idols, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I really, if I could be remembered for one thing, I just, more so than being remembered, would just be, I just want to leave my city with just the mentality that you can do it. You know what I mean? You can come from here and be great, you know what I mean? So the bigger I get, the more I know that people in my city feel like, all right, I can get that big too.
Straight up.
That's what I want. It's like for my city to feel like they can be proud to be from Dayton.
I love that. I absolutely positively love that. And I really do think that you put it on for your city. And I definitely think that you continue to push forward and you continue to do what you're doing. Don't allow nothing to change you, which I can feel already from, like I said, from your legs. You ain't going nowhere, okay? You're going to stay right there playing it. And I am here for it. So now I want you to do me a favor, because I want to make sure I haven't actually missed anything. I want you to look at your camera actually while I look at mine, okay? Because, you know, we got to prosper on Purpose Productions in here, okay? And when you got them in the building, they always got 2-3 cameras, okay? So you choose which one you want to look at, okay? But you look at your camera, and I want you to let everybody know every single thing that you have coming up that you want them to know right here, right now. Make sure we don't miss nothing.
Okay. What's up? It's Yellopain. Look forward to, right now I'm on tour. It's the Pain of My Soul tour. I'm the Gutter Souls. We traveling the whole country, so make sure y'all come out to the Pain of My Soul tour. Make sure y'all look for those tickets. Make sure y'all stream all the music. The Pain of My Soul tour is live right now as we speak. Boom.
Okay, so real quick, so the pain in my what is it? The pain in my
soul.
The pain in my soul. The pain in my soul. See, I grew up in church, okay, so I can take anything and take anything to church, okay. But I want to know, what does that thing mean to you? The pain in my soul. What does that mean?
The pain in my soul. It's like just really just my whole vibe, just the whole everything. My whole get up is like, it's not really so much as reflecting pain and really trying to wallow on my sorrow. It's like you know, the pain in my soul is like really a chance to relieve it. I mean, like to release it. You know what I'm saying? To get that pain out and to wear your pain proudly. You know what I mean? Like, the pain in my soul is like something you don't have to be ashamed of, the stuff that you've been through, or you know where you've been at. Like, I want people to be able to wear that, and you know what I'm saying, and be happy about where they're at. You know what I'm saying?
This guy's amazing. Like, for real, in real life. Literally, that's how I live my life. That's the reason why I am why I am. That's the reason why I created the show of No Gossip, No Scandal. This right here is the place where I want people to be able to tell their stories, where your pain or whatever you've been through, it shouldn't be something that you're embarrassed about. So everything that you're saying, you're like a walking billboard for the show, and I love it, okay? Literally a walking billboard. Drop your social media. Make sure y'all subscribe to his YouTube. Don't play with me. Make sure you subscribe to his YouTube. It is amazing. Mark my word. Drop me a comment if you think I'm lying. I'm sorry. Go ahead, drop all your social media, honey.
All right, everything is at Yellopain. That's at YELLOPAIN. Everything at Yellopain. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Yellopain. And I appreciate you. I love your energy.
Thank you.
You have a great personality, and I'm glad to be here.
Well, he don't have to tickle my fancy because I already love him, okay? I already love him. He is so amazing. Make sure you get you some tickets. Make sure you subscribe to him. Make sure you follow him. And make sure you pray for him. If you don't do nothing else, pray for this guy right here. Pray for this young king. He is going places that we've never even heard of sometimes. You get what I'm trying to tell you? That's really where you're going. You're taking over. And we're excited to have you. And the last but not least, the last thing we want you to do is to drop a gem. Do you know what a gem dropper is, Yellopain?
Nah, talk to me.
Well, let me tell you what a gem dropper is, okay? A gem dropper is basically a piece of wisdom, a piece of advice, something that you already do. It's all in your chest. I know you got something to say, but it's that one thing that you want to leave with the people, their takeaway.
Okay. The one thing I want to leave with people is just to be proud of who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, be proud of where you come from and who you are. Don't be embarrassed by nothing, whether it's weight, whether it's something that you done been through, whether it's the way you might feel like you look. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be proud of who you are. You know what I'm saying? Unapologetic, period.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, for the little bit of audience members that we got in here, the very private few, okay? Can you be loud and proud and clap